Hello everyone, I'm Giuseppe Mammano, welcome back. Today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna paint side by side an object. In this case today, we're gonna paint this pipe, beautiful pipe. This is a very good exercise if you wanna learn how to paint still life, because you're gonna have your subject just next to you. So you can match color a little bit easy. I will explain everything after the intro. Okay, so we start this painting, side by side paint, that's how we call it. This is very useful to learn how to paint, and I did a lot of them. It really helped me. So now what I'm doing is making the darkest dark I can, almost black, mixing blue, ultramarine blue and burnt umber. I did a little sketch before, so you can see that now it's very easy because side by side I can see the color right there. I can just make the color and put it there in the canvas and see if I have the right color, and decide if I want to change it or leave it. Now what I did with this tobacco pipe, I put a little fishing string that goes behind the canvas, and you can do this with any other object, almost everything, because you know, some of them put a string is not very easy, but you can get everything you have in front of you really and paint it. I try lots of stuff. I will do different video in the future. Now, as I always do, I start always with the dark, and after I go with the mid-tone and the highlights. Now for this part, you see that I add a little bit of Indian yellow, just to make it a little bit lighter. This I can call the middle tone of this painting. And right now I'm not gonna add no details. I'm gonna put the details just in the end. Now I just squint my eyes and see the forms and mix a color that I think is pretty much the same. Even if it's not the same, you can still go back and fix it later. Now just add a little bit of titanium white, burnt umber, ultramarine blue, a little bit Indian yellow, the same color I used before, but just add titanium white to make it a little bit more lighter. And I just try there in the canvas, and I see they need a little bit more lighter. Now, especially in the first stage, I try to keep my color a little bit darker than what I see, because for me it's more easy go lighter if it's darker than go darker if you put it too light. Now you guys really gotta try this method because it's really gonna help you. It's very easy to see the color, the shape, than the normal still life. Even still life, maybe a couple, 2, 3, 4 feet from you. This is just like in front of you. Now here at this point I did all the first layer, and I start doing the shadow that I see there. I put some paint there. It was kind of a mixing of all the paint that I have there with some white, got kind of a little gray, and after I clean it up with a paper towel. Now it's time for some little details and highlights. You see that pretty much I use the same brush for all the painting. And I'm gonna add these highlights. All my mixing are use the same color. Just if I want a warmer, I add some warm color. If I want a cooler, I add some cool paint. And I'm lightening her up now with titanium white. You see all these highlights. go now finally with a smaller brush and try to put some little details. I'm not white, that's not pure titanium white, it's far from white. You can see the mixing on my palette. From now on is all details, and you can do details for how long you want until you are not happy with. Now I forgot to say my palette color that is almost always the same. It's titanium white, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, burnt amber, or sometimes I use burnt sienna, magenta, Indian yellow, and cadmium yellow light. Now at this point of the painting, just look at my subject and decide how many details, how far I want to go with this painting. Still, every couple of brush work, I'll step back and see what it needs, what I miss, if I gotta do some changes. Now you can see that in the other side, on the left side of the pipe, I forgot to do the shadow, and at the end I did it, but I didn't record. So I did the same thing on that I did with the shadow on the right side. I just scrape it a little bit more with the paper towel. So here now, kinda slow down because I wanted to put a decent amount of details. And now is where the fun starts, because at the beginning it's kinda rough drawing and painting. The important thing is don't think about details at the beginning of the painting. Leave the details for the end. Because if you start put the details at the beginning, if you want to change something, you gotta go on top. Anyway, it's like you waste your time. So just focus on the color mixing and the form first, and after at the end you start add the details and highlights. Now, doing this technique, like paint side by side, I can assure you that you will be a better painting. Because it's so easy. Especially you do your mixing, you put it there, you can even put your brush with a little the mixing near the object, like everything is in front of you, so you don't have to lose time on turn around, or if your subject is like 2-3 feet, it's just there. So it's so easy and so helpful, especially for people that want to start painting on still life. Like you got your still life there, like you can even touch it. So you should try, you let me know, but 100% you're gonna find this technique very helpful for you. Now here is the details, and sometimes some of my painting I just go very loose, so I don't put a lot of details. And at this point I can even say, okay, that's it, it's done, even before this. Painting like this, I just try to go, I guess, all in, and put any little thing that I can see. That's what I decide with this painting. But if you decide to stop before, it's okay. It's okay. You just gotta decide what level of details and realism you wanna achieve on your painting. Now, painting like this, I did think like 30 of them for the Strada Easel challenge. There is like one painting a day for 30 days or 31 days. And I don't save I don't save those paintings. I use the same little panel for all 31 paintings. So what I do, I'll put something there with a string painted, take up a picture, and with a rag and some paint thinner, I'll take all the color out and reuse the next day the panel. And sometimes it's sad because like this pipe came out very, very good, but you see, it's a side by side. How you should have painted maybe a pipe from the side, wet, dry, and maybe paint something else on the left. But I was very happy with this painting, and other ones that I will post. I did lots of this side by side painting. Now here, just continue and do details. Squint my eyes, step back, sometimes even stop painting for a couple minutes or look something else, because when you focus and look the same thing for a long time, at the end you get too confident, you don't see other details that you could see if you just stop for even 5 minutes and go back to the painting with fresh eyes. You see sometimes that I kind of stuck just in a little place there, and that's what I try to avoid sometimes, because don't need to. I know if I would ever get out of that and paint something else, you don't need them. That's when I say, when after a couple brush work, just step back, because if you step back even 2-3 feet from the painting, you will see and understand if it's okay or not, because we are not making a photo, we're just painting. So sometimes a couple loose brush work, they are better than little little brush there and stay like for 10 minutes on a little line. Here I'm also at the end of this painting, and you can see it came out pretty nice, and you see that how we start the painting very loose, just put some paint there and don't worry about it, and go back at the end and start to some details. Now finally applied my lightest details on this pipe that I never use. Remember, somebody gave it to me. I have a very big collection of pipe and told me to choose from them one. I choose this one because it was pretty different all the other ones. I think it's a handmade pipe, and I got used to make a little painting. Now you see what I did. I put some lighter paint there. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go back with some dark paint, kind of blend it together. That's why I love oil painting. And at this point, I'm kind of done with this painting. I'm sorry that I didn't record the last part. My last part was that I realized that just to put the same shadow on the other side, so same work. Hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Alright guys, we're done for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. I really did. Please remember to subscribe my channel for more videos like this if you already didn't do it. And check my website at giuseppemammano.com. I'll see you very soon. Ciao!